Going on, guys? This is Alex Mayer. We're going to go over the MLB slate on Wednesday, August 21st. I appreciate you checking in. We're going to talk about the MLB card today. Yesterday, just to recap, we went 2-2. We had full unit plays on the Cardinals' first five that did not get home. They could not score runs against Frankie Montas. We're also on the Minnesota Twins money line, and they had a 5-3 lead in the bottom of the eighth. Ended up losing 7-5. Sometimes that's the way it goes. As far as winners are concerned, San Francisco Giants -1.5 against the White Sox for a full unit. And then we had a half unit winner on Tampa Bay over Oakland on the money line. They won that game 1-0. So we ended the day down 0.87 units. That puts our season total at 6-4, up 1.02 units. So without further ado, let's get into the card. So Orioles Mets, they are playing here 12:10 Central Time. I'm not going to have enough time to go over that game. So we're going to start here with the Red Sox and the Astros. Last night, we've seen this series be very competitive. The Astros won 5-4 in Game 1, and then the Red Sox win 6-5 in Game 2. So here we go. Rubber match: Cooper Criswell against Justin Verlander. Look, I haven't really had any strong thoughts in this series the whole time, so I'm going to stay true to that and basically just lay off and see where the cards fall in this one. Two good scrappy teams, should be a good game. Next one on the card, we got the Pirates and the Rangers. We got Domingo Germán versus Andrew Heaney. I mean, Heaney 4-13 record, but a 4.2 ERA. It's a little unfair to him. I feel like he's been all right, especially with the 1.24 WHIP, which is respectable. Against Domingo Germán, who has barely pitched this year, I would definitely lean the Rangers here in the rubber match of this series. However, laying -160 is probably not something I'm too interested in doing. But that is where I lean. I lean the Rangers there. Next, we got White Sox Giants. We got Garrett Crochet against Logan Webb. I certainly don't hate a Nerfy in this spot, but I'm sure it's heavily juiced to no runs in the first inning. As far as the game winner goes, I mean, the thing is that Crochet, he can always go off for a good start, but he's only going to throw 4 to 5 innings. He's on a pitch count right now. So you can always count on the White Sox bullpen blowing something. So again, Giants -1.5 around even money. I get it. I understand maybe why you wouldn't want to rush to that, but I think this could be a game where it could be a nice live betting opportunity where, if it's the fifth inning and it's 1-0 White Sox or something like that, maybe hop on the Giants and do that. Next game on the card, we got the Diamondbacks and the Marlins at 5:40 Central Time. We've seen Arizona win the first two games of this series, so they are going for the sweep against the Marlins. Tonight we got Jordan Montgomery against Munoz for the Marlins. Two pitchers who have very high ERAs. We did not see a lot of runs scored last night in that 3-1 Diamondbacks win, but tonight with Montgomery against Munoz in a total of 8.5, juice to the over, I should say. I also would agree with that. I would lean the over in that spot. And Montgomery has been so horrible this year, but thing is that Munoz kind of counters that. So I would lean Diamondbacks here as well, but I'm not looking to lay -160 with two bad pitchers. So lean the over on that game. Twins Padres. This is kind of a funky 3:40 Central Time start in this one. We got Woods Richardson on the mound for Minnesota against Matt Waldron for San Diego. Waldron's a knuckleballer. Woods Richardson, he's having a really nice rookie year. Not a big strikeout guy. Waldron on the other side, he's had a nice year too. 7-10 record, but 4.29 ERA, a WHIP of 1.19. Honestly, I think the Twins are due to win a game in this series, but last night was tough, blowing that 5-3 lead in the eighth inning. And I'm also a little concerned they maybe haven't seen Waldron's knuckleball before. Hard for me to really be too confident on a side there, so probably a pass for me. Rockies Nationals. We got Gordon for the Rockies against Mitchell Parker for the Nationals. I feel like Parker has really been struggling over the last several starts, after a pretty nice start to the year. Well, he got lit up in his last start against the Phillies, and overall, decent year, but not great. Rockies Nats, I think we're probably gonna pass on this one as well. But I do lean the Nationals just because Tanner Gordon is pitching for the Rockies. He's got a 7 ERA and a WHIP of 1.48, so the Nationals do have a little bit of a pitching advantage in that one. Um, Next game on the card here, we got the Guardians and the Yankees. Boy, last night, that was crazy. Where did it go? Into the 12th inning. And then the Guardians exploded and, ended up winning that one. Big win for the Guards. Another tough loss for the Yankees. Tonight, we got Joey Cantillo versus Nestor Cortez. I'm not sure who Joey Cantillo is. Nestor Cortez on the mound for the Yankees. He's had a tough go of it as of late. Granted, though, in his last start against the White Sox, he did get back on track a little bit. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Boy, did he need that. So that could be a nice sign for the Yankees here. I do lean Yankees, but at minus 200, I'm not looking to lay that. Reds Blue Jays, we got Nick Martinez on the mound versus Yariel Rodriguez. Reds won game one, Blue Jays won game two. Here's game three. I mean, I would honestly lean Cincinnati in this one. The Blue Jays have just continuously been so disappointing all year, and it would be so on brand to lose another series at home. So I do lean the Reds in this game. The only thing that gives me cause for pause is Ariel Rodriguez. He's a young pitcher for Toronto, 1-5 on the year, 3.93 ERA, but he's got nasty stuff. He just needs to control it. So that would be my only kind of reason for hesitation there. But I lean Cincinnati in this one. Phillies Braves. Good series. Aaron Nola versus Max Fried. For whatever reason, Phillies have really hit Fried pretty well throughout his career. Braves got the win last night. Braves all of a sudden starting to finally kind of get their footing, maybe here over the last 8 days and play some better baseball. Like I said, Aaron Nola versus Max Fried. The game is just about a pick 'em. With the Phillies, success against Fried overall. I would be inclined to lean towards Philadelphia in this one. So I'm cool taking the Phillies if you see fit. That might be an official play for me. Brewers Cardinals. Tobias Myers on the mound versus Kyle Gibson. Brewers won the game one of the series last night in a low scoring game. And tonight we get Myers versus Gibson. The Cardinals, they're not making the playoffs after what it looked like that they certainly might make the playoffs there. They're not. They have really disappointed over these last couple of weeks. So it's only natural to look in the Brewers' direction. The game is about a pick 'em. The Cardinals will eventually, start to play a little bit better, but I would lean Milwaukee in this one. Tigers versus Cubs. Tigers undecided pitcher versus Jameson Taillon for the Cubs. Last night we saw the Tigers lose 3-1 to the Cubs. Now they have an undecided pitcher again going up against Taillon, and once again I would lean the Cubs to win this game. But at minus 160, I'm probably not going to be laying that. So no official pick, but I would lean the Cubs to win. Angels Royals. We got Johnny Cueto making his first start of the season. Welcome back, Johnny Cueto. Always good to see him pitching against Michael Lorenzen, who's had a nice year. Minus 175 for the Royals. That seems about fair. Johnny Cueto. I would imagine he doesn't go out there and throw 6 scoreless. I'll say that. I'm not sure what the Royals team total is. I might be looking in that direction, and I don't hate Royals minus 1.5 in this spot. Michael Lorenzen on the season, 3.68 ERA, 1.28 WHIP. He was with the Rangers in his 3 starts with the Royals. He has an ERA of 2.87. That against the Tigers, the Cardinals, and the Reds. Now he goes up against the Angels tonight. Royals minus 1.5 might be a play I'm looking to get on there. Did I miss the? No, I didn't. Okay, moving on. Rays versus A's. We got Ryan Papoit. I know who he is. Pitched on the Dodgers, obviously. Just that last name pronunciation against Mitch Spence for the A's. Rays lost game one, and then they won game two. Rays are slight favorites in this game, and I would agree. I would look to back Tampa in this spot. The A's were playing really good ball there for a minute, and they've cooled down. They've cooled down, and I know the Rays are a mediocre ball team, but I would lean Tampa Bay in this one. And then we got the Mariners and the Dodgers. Mariners were up 3-0 last night. Dodgers came back, won 6-3. We got Logan Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners going up against Jack Flaherty. Both pitchers have had really nice years. Like just call it for what that is. Gilbert has had a really nice year, as has Jack Flaherty. I'm looking to back the Dodgers, of course, because they have the stronger lineup with the return of Mookie Betts and the recent return of Max Muncy as well has been huge. But minus 180 on that money line against the Mariners team that's just looking for a win anywhere. No, I'm not going to be getting involved in that one, but definitely lean the Dodgers here. So, official bets for Wednesday, August 21st. Let's do it. We'll start from the top, okay? Red Sox, Astros, I'm laying off. Pirates, Rangers. I do lean the Rangers in this game, but I am going to. You know what? Screw it. Give me the give me the Rangers minus 1.5 with some nice plus money on that. I'm gonna go Rangers minus 1.5, risk a unit. Okay. White Sox Giants, no bet for that game, but I might look to get involved live. Diamondbacks Marlins over under is 8.5. I do lean over, but why is the number only 8.5? Maybe it's 9 right now, but kind of sketch. Is Montgomery finally due to pitch well? I'm gonna lay off. Yeah. Twins Padres, I'm laying off. No thanks. Rockies Nationals, laying off. Guardians Yankees, laying off. Reds Blue Jays, give me the Reds on the money line for a half unit. Phillies Braves, I'm gonna take the Phillies full unit on the money line. Brewers Cardinals, I'm laying off. Tigers Cubs, off. Angels Royals, give me the Royals minus 1.5. Yeah, Royals minus 1.5 full unit. And then Tampa Oakland, I am going to risk X to win half a unit on Tampa's money line. And then Mariners Dodgers, no place. So that's it. That's the breakdown for Wednesday, August 21st. Thank you so much for giving me a listen. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you found some valuable information. And let's make some money today. All right. Thanks. Bye.